Yes.
Oh my God, we're live.
We're live. Oh my God. Hi.
Hello.
How's it going?
It's it's a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
It's a good day.
Yeah.
Just taco stuff, man. Also, I brought some.
That's my rock. Don't fucking touch my rock.
Mitch's.
If you look on that, there's fossils in it. It's on the other side. I found that at the caves in Jordan Treeland joined.
He's
I
what?
found and Jake Harry. Yeah.
You say Jordan Treeland?
All the watching right now.
Hey Jordan. Hey Jake.
View the streamer dashboard. What?
You're a streamer dashboard.
No. Thank you. No, I found this near like these cliffs in Green Bay, and I picked it up. I thought it was really cool because it has like.
Did they happen to be the cliffs of Dover?
No, I knew you were gonna say that. I don't like
Eric Johnson.
No, I don't like Dropkick Murphys. I do, but like they're just kind of, I don't know. They wore out on me in grades or in school, but I
can only listen to their one song.
Oh, these are party packs. Yeah, we just went to Taco Bell, and it's called party packs. You can. It doesn't even say how much these are. Oh, $15 for all of them. No, for each one. You should
really get Taco Bell to promote this. Jake, those
12
clips are
tacos,
definitely dope.
Those clips. 2 tac.
Oh, that's it.
I wonder if it's $15 for all of this. That'd be too much.
Nah, it's not a thing. It's
not
gonna be for all that. There's no way. It's Taco Bell. They're corporate.
I love Taco Bell, but like, I don't know. I've been getting fairly like trying to stay away from them, but
I feel like I should bring a dog into Taco Bell, not necessarily a Chihuahua,
a service dog,
just like a little dog. I'm kind of hoping it's like something mixed. And I'll just be like, yo quiero Taco Bell right here, and like
they wouldn't fucking know. There's like 12 or 15.
I'm gonna dress them up, and I'm gonna come in with the 90s like Taco Bell bags and be like, this needs to go back to the way it was.
Tell everybody who you are.
Hi everyone, this is who I am. I am Jared and Mitch's friend. We are friends.
You can look into the camera if you want. I never do, but you can if you want. Oh, you can't do that anymore. There's too many shootings.
Should do finger guns?
No. I don't think a single shooting.
Spirit gun like Yu Yu Hakusho?
Yeah. Spirit shotgun. I don't think a single mass shooting's been caused by a Puerto RIcan. So like I think you're in the clear.
You want to know why? We don't have guns. We just use knives.
Oh, you heard it here. He's allowed to say it. I can't.
Puerto Rican. Freaking Puerto
By the way, does Puerto Rican workplace?
No.
It does at all?
No.
People don't like treat you differently or try to give you their garbage because they feel sorry.
No, it's usually more just like, hey, computer, you don't exist. You're a number.
No, you're just an ant in an ant farm.
I feel like I'm Ant-Man, but without all the powers.
Do you work in a cubicle though?
Kind of. It's like an open space one. There's 4 people per cubicle. It's interesting. It's a lot of fun.
So I worked at Thriving Financial for like a month, and I hated it. Not because of that. I couldn't give a shit less about like the workspace.
Yeah, it
paid fine, but the reason why I left is neither here nor there. But hey, yeah, if you come on this podcast, you get free Taco Bell. Also, I have Mike's Hard Lemonade if you want, because my last guest didn't drink all of it. I don't know if you want. You don't have to have it, but it's stacked.
I didn't pregame enough for this. My weekend adrenaline isn't pumping yet.
Wow, it's not an adjective. Hey, I had a guy to me last night at the bar at 2.0, and he goes, I'm like, I was just goofing around.
You should be like, yeah, I'm the guy.
He goes, how's the podcast? I go, really good. No, and I don't know you. And he goes, I hear things.
That's cool though.
I know. I've never met him. I never even got his name. I feel like shit. I was like, damn.
You know what that means?
I got really excited.
Kind of put up some official graphics. I mean, we got that, but I mean like digital graphics with the page.
Maybe. I feel like if I spend too much money on this, I'm making zero from it, which I about, but I don't want to make money off of this thing. Someone told me, one of my friends was like, you could get sponsored.
Definitely could.
If you like say fresh. And speaking of fresh, check out these fresh deals at the local Pick and Save on Johnson and Pioneer.
Also, don't forget to eat fresh. No shit, don't promote Subway.
Yeah, you can't do Subway anymore because the dude touched some kids. And
yeah, and the worst part is we share the same first name.
Wacos?
Jared Fogle.
Fogle. Jared Fogle's your first full name.
Fuck you,
Fagel. It's a name. I can say it. Take that vest off, Fogel. You look like Aladdin.
Read a book. Muhammad's the most popular name ever.
Muhammad's the most common name on earth. Read a book, asshole. Dude, out of all those movies that came out around that era, like,
you're gonna make me pick one?
Yeah, like, well, what's your favorite? Like, for any situation to have like a bad whatever, or maybe you're having a great day, any situation, what's your one go-to movie of like comedy from like 2005 to like,
so like the golden age of comedy movies?
2005, starting with Grandma's Boy, because I feel like they really kicked that off, to, I want to say, This Is the End.
Fair.
Because that's like
the Judd Apatow. I would call it the Judd Apatow.
Sure,
Gilded Age.
He's still making stuff, but his last one was Trainwreck, and I hated it.
Yeah, well, he's
Amy
like,
Schumer.
He's making movies, which are great, but he's not making like the over the top great. He's making
not anymore.
Like, I think if we go back to those, I Love You, Man has always been a solid one. I just love it. There's so many good lines in that movie. And
yeah.
Like, especially like the one scene where they're eating dinner at the taco shop and they're both getting a little drunk, and he's just like, talking about hybrid animals. I was talking about hybrid cars, and like they have no idea what they're talking about.
Oh yeah.
And both
well, as they get more,
and he's
buzzed.
like, at one point, he's just like, they're bad for the environment.
Wait, you're talking about cars? I thought you were talking about hybrid animals. Oh my god.
Anybody want to do that? Hello, pretty lady.
That part I'm pretty sure was improvised, because you can see Paul Rudd like spits his drink out. It's like, you got to try these fish tacos. There's a tits.
They probably got them actually drunk and just had them in a bar and just filmed them.
Yeah, and they just filmed them. Well, I heard that the party scenes, like the B-roll footage of when they're just walking around in Project X.
Yeah.
I heard that they just had all those people. They gave them free alcohol, and they gave them this amazing house, and they're like,
said, go to town.
Destroy it. But then they had a couple of cast members walking around with flip cams. Remember flips? Do you remember those?
I had one. I used to have one. Yeah.
They were those cameras. They were like about this big,
like phone,
thick
USB that slid off the side, right?
And you just filmed. Yeah. I mean, like, I always wanted to get one of those, and I never did.
I had two of them when I was working with some bands in Eau Claire, and every time I lent it out, it lost. So
wow.
I lost 3 cams in about 6 months. So I just stopped buying them.
Yeah. How much were they? Do you remember?
I was just buying like the $40 ones. They shot in like 720p or whatever.
That's still pretty good.
Yeah, so like I was buying those.
Dude, tell everybody what for work you don't have to, but like you could talk. Well, remember,
it's internet.
It's permanent, but like it's a reflection of you.
That's fair.
So like, say what you want, but if you get judged, it's on you.
I used to. Okay, so like right now I work at a call center, foreign print, sales representative. Kind of a straightforward job. I take calls, I put together your orders, all that. But I used to work in live audio and music production, and stagehanding work, which is always a lot of fun.
So you were a roadie,
essentially. Kind of. I got to travel out to a few different locations. I know about 2 years ago, I was out in, where was it? It was North Dakota, and I was with Warrant, and yeah. I
remember Warrant.
It was Warrant. Warrant's Firehouse and Rat. I
remember Rat, dude.
Well, the original member left was the drummer.
Why?
He's just a dick bag. Like no one else wanted to be around.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's really mean. And
no one else wanted to be around.
Exactly. Sorry. And like I was working the show, and I saw Asia a couple years ago before that with my dad.
Dude,
and I recognized the guitarist, and I was standing backstage, and I'm like teching their gear and all that stuff. The guitarist comes back, and I'm like, "Did you used to play in Asia?" And he just goes, I did, but we don't speak about those days.
Wow.
And then it was like
they're super group.
Yeah, kind of. And like you go out to North Dakota, and we had to go through where that pipeline was, like to drive through.
Oh,
yeah. And like my friend Alex and I were in this truck with like a bunch of gear. I mean, we're backlining, so we've got amps, guitar, everything. And so it's like a giant moving truck filled with gear. We got cop rifles, and we've got spotlights shining on us in our truck.
That's awesome.
And we had to take a police escort across the 15 miles for the reservation, and they had barbed wire and barricades on the side of the roads all the way
Did you see Shailene Woodley stopping the progress?
No, unfortunately.
She was apparently she went
she
there.
Got arrested, didn't she?
I think she did.
Yeah.
She was like, I like Shailene Woodley still. I mean, I don't have any opinion about the fucking pipeline.
What movie was she in again?
A lot of things
or something.
Well, she's in the Divergent series. She's also in this movie
called Hunger Games.
Yeah, they all did.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a huge problem with those the post-apocalyptic young adult stuff.
Me too.
Because it's all the same shit.
It's really fake.
But
too.
then
It's really
everyone says, so fuck it.
Yeah. Star Wars is fake. Got news for you. Then why do I have Han Solo's dice in my car? It's real.
That's right.
It's real.
Why they made lightsabers?
Exactly. They sell them in stores. Come on, guys.
She's also in a movie called White Bird in a Blizzard, which is like this indie movie that no one's really ever heard of, but it's on Netflix. And she shows her boobs a lot, so you can watch that.
Speaking of Netflix, I just binge watched Glow season 2 in like a matter of 2 days.
Is that show any good?
It's great.
Really?
Yeah, it's actually really good. It's if you liked wrestling growing up as a kid or anything like that, you'll like it. It's really well done.
Women's wrestling though, isn't it?
It is, but it's funny. It's a little dark. It's got some dark humor. It's got a little bit of everything.
Allison Brie is in it.
Allison Brie's in it. Betty Gilpin's in it too, and I know she was in Mad Men, I think.
Mad Men. I need to watch
she was really good in that too. Yeah, I like it. I just finished that, and I just finished Santa Gonna Diet. I watched that a week.
Yeah,
that one's hilarious.
I don't like the lead woman in it though.
It's good.
What's her name?
Drew Barrymore.
Yeah, I don't like.
But
her.
I like Timothy Olyphant.
I like him too.
He was in The Girl Next Door. He was the bad guy.
Yeah. No, he makes a good villain, but to the episode of The Office. He's in there for like 3 episodes. Some shit.
He like went on a date with Pam and blew her off or something.
Yeah, he blew her off. There's this part where says we're gonna be. Michael brings him in. He goes, "We're gonna be welcoming. We're gonna be humble, and we're gonna be nice to him." And then Kelly's like, "Michael, it's not that big a deal. You're fine." And then he walks him in, and she just goes, "Oh fuck me." It's like, no, we're not saying that.
And the best part is too, it's The Office is not Parks and Rec where they do it more often. So like when they drop the F-bomb, you're like,
I just saw an episode where Michael was doing Pam's mom, and Jim didn't believe him. He goes, "The camera work is so good because it's on Jim's face," and he goes, "What kind of car does she drive?" He goes, "Oh, it's like a 2002 Pinto truck." He goes, he goes, "Oh shit." He just says, "Oh shit" or "Oh fuck," but like they bleep out his mouth and they bleep out the sound. And
I love that show.
I like it too. On Parks and Rec, they swear a lot. There's a lot of nudity.
Yeah. The scene with Chris Pratt, the one where he shows up to the front of their house completely naked and Leslie Knope answers the door, that was all improvised.
All right.
Supposed to do that. Geez. So like her reaction's legit.
Well, when Tammy is I think Tammy 2. Well, Tammy 2 is Ron's real life wife. Yeah. And their age, there's like a 15-year age difference. Megan Mullally and what's the guy's name again? Nick Offerman. He's like 46.
He does real work too. Like you can buy it from his website and stuff. It's actually kind of cool.
He does. You're seeing a stand-up called American Pig or something.
He is Ron Swanson.
He's funny. Yeah,
right.
He can act.
Yeah.
Could you imagine like that's your job for 6, 7, 8 years? You don't have to act.
Just be yourself.
And half his scenes are just him going.
I love the ones where like
the looks,
like his one-liners, like life, liberty, and property. It's never taxes. It's never anything about government.
Oh no, because he's an anti-government.
Yeah, and the little part he's just like, well, how much is that? I don't know. I just know the weight I have in gold.
He's got like a bug out bag in his office. Favorite ones is where they go to the bar, the New Age bar.
I just watched the snake oil one last night. Where they're get really terrible.
Do you see? There's one where they go to a New Age bar, and this is like, I want an Appletini, and it's got this glass, and he breaks it in a bunch of steam, and he's like, there's another one where he gets all of a beer, and it's full of like cotton candy. He goes, that is the beer, and Chris Pratt's like, he's like trying to stay positive, but he's just kind of looking. He's like, is that the one where they all do their own bachelor? Where they all go to their own, because I know they go to the Colt Stadium for one of them, and then for Ron's they go to like a restaurant. And they all get makes. I think so. Ron's like, I'll take a whiskey, and he's like, hold out your hand. He goes,
he sprays like
lotion, and he sprays a lotion, and he just rubs it in, and he just like he would always say, I can't tell you that.
Isn't he a Freemason though? Isn't he a Freemason?
I don't know,
because I know we should. It's a really secretive society, and
well,
there's like Freemasons building down the street from my house, and I was walking past the other day. There's a fallout shelter in the basement.
Well, yeah, it should.
Yeah, it was strange. Like, but they have it marked on the outside of the building. Like, it has like radioactive symbol, and it says fallout shelter down here. It's really kind of weird.
I think he
Illuminati.
I don't think he is. Tom DeLonge. Oh, never mind. Tom DeLonge reveals he is a Freemason.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm pretty sure he is.
Yeah, he's fine. I don't really shit like he. Blink-182 as a whole, like the old band, who it was a great band to listen to when you from the age of about 13 to
early to mid-20s.
23.
Yeah.
Sure. So the fact that they're in their 40s, they've got in there that are their age when they started, are still talking about high school shit. Get the fuck out of here.
I know.
Sorry, but
I listened to the new album and I'm a big fan. I like Alkaline Trio, but I'm not a big fan of Matt Skiba's vocals with Blink.
I like Plus 44 a lot. Airwaves.
Angels and
Airwaves.
Never
listen to Boxcar Racer.
We Don't Have to Whisper is one of my favorite albums.
They announced they're making another album.
I know.
After like 10 years.
I really liked that one a lot. That one was a big one. And everybody hated on Neighborhoods. I loved it.
Neighborhoods.
Yeah, I thought it was a good mix between Blink and Angels, and it was a really
Angels and Airwaves was like, I remember when they came back officially and they came on to I think Jay Leno, The Tonight Show with Jay Leno and
Crimson Chin Show.
Yeah. He was the voice of the Crimson Chin. I thought that was really cool. They came out and Tom's in the vocal style of Angels and Airwaves where he was like breathing microphone instead of singing. It hurt because you got Travis thing, you got Mark is still like jumping around the stage, and fucking Tom is just, he's all fucking weirded out now.
I think Tom's way too into himself.
Well,
half the problem.
Well, but he was the biggest forces in the band, so I get that. I get why he started thinking about that. One of my friends lament on one of his statuses, and it got like 1,000 reactions. It said she said your opinion as a Blink member is no longer valid.
Ooh.
Just something more artistic than that. But when she said it, it was like real. She catch it right when the pic was posted, so she's like one of the first comments.
So a bunch of people saw it.
So including probably him.
Yeah. Oh well.
On Netflix, I have not watched much of anything on Netflix. I watched True Detective.
Is that good?
That show's fucking awesome. So you watch Game of Thrones? You haven't?
I've seen a few episodes. Okay. I don't have HBO, and I don't want to bore it. So if any of you guys wants to send me a subscription, I can catch up on Game of Thrones. Feel free.
I don't pay for it either.
Yeah, I gotta find. I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan, and I know this is like Lord of the Rings on steroids.
It's Lord of the Rings with an R rating.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
And incest, apparently.
The first episode, this guy fucks his sister. Yeah, in camera.
The only episode I ever saw was the fight scene in Battle of the Bastards, and I'm just like, it's one long shot, Snow just kicking ass, and I was like, I need to watch this.
Well, did you see the entire episode?
I just saw that one fight scene where the horse fell, and I was like, stop it here. I don't want to spoil anything. Like,
oof. Yeah, because there's a lot that leads up to it. And then especially at the end of the fight, the outcome of that been a long time coming.
I heard one of them, like I heard at the very end of the fight, it ends up with him and one of the biggest villains of the show. It's all anybody told me. I said I didn't want to know anything else. So I'm looking forward to starting that.
Well, if you don't look carefully at that, I said don't look carefully at that because that's every death from season 1 to 4.
That's fine. I already know they pretty much kill off main characters like crazy, so don't get too attached.
Well, the next season will be 6 up. The final season will be only 6 episodes, but each episode's going to be about 2 hours long. I was going
to say they're probably going to make it a full movie.
A movie, yep. Yeah. And then they're going to they already greenlit one of the spin-off seasons, which plays like 1,000 years before the show.
Okay,
because
it's not a bad idea though.
Westeros was founded by they're called the Targaryens.
Yeah.
And they came from a different realm because they learned how to tame the dragons. They settled Westeros. And that's their descent is Dany, the chick.
Yeah.
The Khaleesi
or Amelia Clark, right?
Yes,
Okay.
or awesome boobs.
Or astronauts from Solo, Kira from Solo.
I haven't seen it yet,
I really
man. I know
liked it.
she's in there.
I really
but
liked it. I was really bummed that it tanked because of poor timing. A
I
lot of it
think-
was really bad market, poor timing, and a stale taste from the Last Jedi. All I think kind of happened because I know it came out like within a week or two of Deadpool, and then on top of it we have Avengers promos, we've got Deadpool promos, and then we've got a little bit, and then we also The Last Jedi come out in December, and there are a lot of mixed reviews. I feel like a lot of Star Wars fans are really leery to go see it.
Yeah, I think this sadly was a nail in the coffin. That says he'll never watch Star Wars again, and he said Star Wars was his life. He's got Star Wars tattoos. He got Star Wars clothes. He'll never do it again. He's like, I regret all of it because of Last Jedi.
Yeah, man, Rian Johnson. Like as much one to like it, I like the parts of it. There's parts I like, but there's so much that could have been done better.
There was a really funny like the day after the movie came out, it was Carrie Fisher floating through the umbrella.
Yeah, like the Mary Poppins.
Fuck off with that.
I was
so mad when that happened. I thought that's the best way for her to die.
Well, you know what bothered about the whole thing?
Yeah.
They said, I remember seeing like promo for the movie and stuff, and like this was after she had already passed away, and they're just like, it'll all tie up, it'll be fine. And I'm just like, you finished the moves alive. What are you gonna do? Like, you had every chance editing to like, you could have left her in space. You could have done something.
That would have been the best way to do it.
They didn't do it. They brought her back.
Fly out.
Like, they kill off Luke. Sorry for spoilers if none of you have seen it, but it's been out for a while. Sorry. Also, it's all over the internet.
It's
been
that's
6
all
months
need,
rule. Yeah. And like he disappears like Yoda and everybody else. Cool. So now we have Leia left, who's no longer alive. So who's gonna play her? And Luke, who's alive in her life, is now dead.
Mark Hamill hates Star Wars. He says he hated it. Return of the Jedi finished. He absolutely trashes his fans. He hates the fans.
The fans are getting really hostile.
He says these are a bunch of nerds that have no lives, and it's like, sorry, but that's what you're fucking known for. You choose business. You didn't choose this business. I say the business chose you, and you're Luke Skywalker, and then that's your mess. Your life. I said, it's your burden. Sorry, but you've done like 6 other movies. He's
also the Batman, though. Don't forget that he's the voice of
Joker.
Batman.
He's the Joker.
Oh, that's right. He's
the Joker.
Sorry, I forgot about that.
But he also doesn't like that.
Yeah.
He like became so high.
He's more of a theater guy. Actually.
Really?
Yeah, he is.
He got high on the cliff that like he just got to the view.
Yeah.
And he got sick of the people looking up to him. And I fucking hate the fact that like he just trashes his fans. Like, you have a responsibility till the day you die. Sorry that you don't want to be famous, but you don't have a fuck.
That being said, I know with him, like, he's can always be kind of hostile with Star Wars fans lately, especially The Last Jedi, and I've been almost kind of embarrassed to be one. Have been incredibly hostile. Like, I mean, to the point where they're harassing some of the actors and making their Instagram accounts. Like, come on, guys, like, let's grow up. We're all adults here.
The fucking the Asian chick.
Yeah, and like, and Daisy down after The Force Awakens.
Really?
Yeah, because people were giving her crap too, and it's like, but like, so we don't like how a movie went. Is that really like our place to really like threat on the actors?
It is.
I mean, to a point.
It is. The threaten, no. Like with violence, no, that's not right ever. To opinion, yes, but now everyone can hide behind a screen and say, "I'm gonna cut your throat."
Yeah.
This movie sucks.
That's what I mean. It's hostile now. It's not necessarily like an opinion. It's like there's no objective to it. It's more like I hated this. Do better. Like,
do you like Stranger Things?
I love Stranger Things.
Did you hear what happened with 11, the girl who plays 11?
No.
I think she either left the show or she threatened to, and it's fine now. But the reason she did it is because one of the Duffer brothers screwed her because she wouldn't get off her phone. And now here's the thing.
That's funny.
She's 11 years old. I had this shit out when I was... Dude, I couldn't put my Game Boy down 11.
Yeah.
So I get that.
I was on a trampoline playing Sword of Mana on my Game Boy at the time because I didn't want to put it down.
Exactly.
Like, yeah.
And like, I get that. Like the kids anyways have they're glued to 11. I didn't even know what a job was.
Yeah, she's getting paid. I mean, she's getting paid.
Millions. Yeah.
Like, it's not like she's a child actor getting a little bit. She's like head child actor. She's getting paid bank.
I'm like, sadly, you are so successful that you are working and this is a job. And then she called out the whole fucking thing of like, well, you're abusing me and blah, blah. So I don't know if they ever fix that.
I kind of hope they do. I feel like it's also a little bit different because she's a child actor. There's probably a lot more strict rules on certain things. Like, so there may have been more stuff we don't know about, but I definitely could see that being an issue, though. Like,
I honestly, like, the whole first season was just reaction shots of her going,
yeah,
getting yelled at.
I really liked season 2. I
do too.
Season 2 quite
well,
a bit.
because she actually had fucked her.
The guy with the long hair, not the douchey dude with the new car, but
I
can't think of his name right now.
The boyfriend.
Yeah.
I
really like him as a character, and like, he became a really good character, and I'm really hoping in season 3 they keep developing him because he was just fun to watch all the way through.
Remember him?
I remember Alex Hine. I went to grade school with that kid.
Yeah, he wants to come on here, but he lives in like
Texas.
Yeah.
I just was like, oh, his name popped up. I haven't seen what he's been to for a while. I saw that he moved.
I want to try to get him on here like with Skype, but I'd have to buy like another laptop or something. I want to get like a little portable one, not to carry around, but just like I feel like I could buy a little bit of a better laptop and like have it actually do some good stuff, because that laptop was $150-$60. It's so cheap, but it does everything I need.
Yeah.
I run RuneScape on it.
I've got my MacBook. If you want to use it, I can bring it over when I want to do this.
Oh Jesus!
And I've got mics and stuff and another interface. We could probably get. I have another mic or two and a mixer. We could probably get 2 more people on this.
Well, there are more mics. My buddy who loaned this stuff to me threw this all in a fucking box. He threw this all in a box and just like, here's everything.
Nice.
And then a couple of times he had to come back over because he actually forgot some of the stuff. Like, I had all these mics but no cables. Like, there's some cables missing too.
These are some of my favorites. I love the 4040s.
It's buddy Travis gave me these, and now I guess he moved to Sheboygan. So it's Sheboygan. So like, I guess I get to
Alex Price is in here now too. What's up, bruh?
Dude.
It's a hanging, bruh.
But yeah, dude, True Detective, fucking watch.
Give me the rundown of that.
Because Game of Thrones is probably the best show ever made. True Detective, better than Game of Thrones. It's as good.
Fair. Okay.
It's very good, especially if there's 2 seasons only.
Okay.
With each, or 10, I forget. But the first season it's 2 detectives, Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey.
You got me at Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, fucking great. And it takes place over like 20 years.
Nice.
And then the second season, it's like every season.
Cool.
The second season is Colin Farrell.
It sounds like Fargo characters.
Fucking awesome. They do really.
Fargo. Each season, entirely different story, different characters, but it's a so it all still lines up. It's strange. It's really.
It sounds weird, but it sounds good.
Season 3 was awesome. Ewan McGregor played twins. He was awesome. He's fantastic.
I just saw.
I hope they make a Kenobi movie and they put him in it because I loved him.
Well, they're making a Shining sequel, and he's going to be Danny Torrance.
I'm going to go see it just because he's in it.
Well, fuck yeah, dude!
I love you.
I think he's a good pick. You ever seen
Trainspotting? I was just going to say Trainspotting.
The sequel?
No, I've only seen the first one.
It took them 20 years to make it, and they finally did it. It's really good.
I'll have to check it out.
Trainspotting 1 is like one of those iconic. It's only in like an hour and 20 minutes. And I encourage, no matter who you are,
it's a dirty movie, but it's good.
Oh yeah, it's like a horrible.
It's about heroin addicts.
Yeah, it's about the heroin epidemic in Glasgow in the 90s. She is a huge Stanley Kubrick fan, and I talked with her for hours about like Shining and like Barry Lyndon and Lolita and all that stuff. But anyways, True Detective. I gotta finish that up.
Yeah,
True Detective is the second season is not Woody Harrelson, Colin Farrell, who I have amazing respect for now after seeing that, not before.
He always plays
Vince Vaughn.
What? Did he do well too? He hasn't acted in a while. He just got arrested on a DUI like last week.
Really?
Yeah.
Colin Farrell, Vince Vaughn, and another. Do you remember this movie called John Carter?
Yeah, I do.
the main John Carter's in it. And then a chick, can't think of her name, who's the lead girl from Wedding Crashers.
Rachel McAdams.
Yes, she's in it too.
Nice.
There's a part where this guy, I won't tell you what happens, but someone sees her. She goes, "You're a lady cop." She goes, "What gave it away? The tits?" Like, she is a no bullshit fucking, like, she's a female FBI agent. It's a fucking phenomenal show. Watch seasons. You'll love it. They're making season 3 right now, and it's supposed to. Season 1 takes place like backwoods Louisiana.
Nice. Okay.
Or like New Orleans or something. Season 2 takes place in Vegas.
Sneaky Pete. It's called Sneaky Pete.
Sneaky Pete.
Yeah.
What?
And yeah, dude, look.
That's the medic from Saving Private
Ryan. Yeah, really good. Yeah.
Cole sent you
yeah, I'm like, hey baby.
Oh, I was gonna say Cole's got a heart next to it.
Yeah, Cole Bono. Nicole. He's kind of the best.
That's awesome. I thought I saw it's for Sneaky Pete, and I'm just really like good. I don't know if I want Prime just to like watch TV or whatever.
I'll send you my login.
Really? Yeah. Would you? Because I wouldn't buy anything off your card or anything, because I actually don't buy shit from Amazon, because I get a bunch of movies for Christmas from Amazon to give to other people.
Yeah.
And all the cases were smashed. Discs were fine. The cases were smashed.
Did you file a claim? They'll
fuck no. Back. I don't deal with that shit. I don't want to deal with I don't want to deal with any of shipping. So I'm just sitting there waiting, tapping my foot, waiting for, oh God, I hope this one's okay.
Yeah.
Fuck that. I just you screwed up.
Happens to me at work.
Fuck you. You just lost a customer. I'm not gonna go back and forth complaining.
That's fair. We have customers at my place of work. It's like that, except we're known for customer service. Like, if you're not happy, you'll get your full money back practically, and we'll also So like, I've never had problems with Amazon. I haven't, at least, but I know some people they do though. I mean,
it's happened to me a few times. Like I ordered the Man with No Name trilogy, which is the trilogy, the Western trilogy for I think Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
And I ordered that, and like the size, it was like a collectible box, and I paid for it.
And
I paid like $100. The edges were crunched in.
Dude, that's so weird.
I ended up trading it into exclusive company when I was unemployed, like 3-4 years ago.
I live 2 blocks from me in
Oshkosh.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I live right on Broad Street. I'm right on the train if you want to stop over.
I have a fucking a membership card from there. Well, I mean, it's free, but like
I'm right down the street from there.
I haven't been there in years.
It takes me 2 minutes to walk there from my front porch.
God, that's awesome.
Yeah.
What else was I gonna say? I was gonna say something about the show I was watching. What I was gonna do was I was gonna knock out all the documentaries about the planet, like Planet Earth. Done Planet Earth 1 and 2.
Planet Earth's good.
Blue Planet, because a new one just came out.
Yeah.
I heard rumors that's gonna come to Netflix.
Cool.
It's not yet, but it's coming.
Be there, though.
All of the other ones, all the BBC Earth ones with because David Attenborough, you know who's his brother was, right?
I know the name.
David Attenborough's brother was I don't know, I can't remember, but it was the old guy from Jurassic Park. Attenborough.
Okay.
Yeah. He Bridge on the River Kwai.
Bridge on the River. Yeah. Video from high school. Dr. Zhivago.
Dr. Zhivago. Oh, fucking every day when I would see him, Brad Cole.
Speaking of.
Oh my God. I actually didn't see it to just
That's awesome.
Dude, wow, good timing. Yeah,
hey,
Brad would always come up to goes, Dr. Zhivago and the Bridge on the River Kwai. And I was always thinking, like, I've seen Bridge on the River Kwai. I actually own it. I've never seen Dr. Zhivago. Have you seen? It's about a doctor in Russia, isn't it? During the Russian Revolution.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
I've always wanted to watch it, just to watch it. Dr. Zhivago.
Yeah. Remember, what was that video? It was like some dude that was just pissed off. I can't remember what it's called anymore.
What?
Hey, girl.
Dr. Zhivago. Someone just drum it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was it the doctor?
The life of a Russian physician and poet falls in love with activist wife.
Sounds like Putin.
Yeah, Omar Sharif died in 2015.
Okay.
Yeah. It came out in 1965, and it was 3 hours and 17 minutes.
That's
so epic.
Yeah.
Well, you ever watch Gone with the Wind? Gone with the Wind's 4 hours.
Have you watched the 10 Commandments?
Yeah, I own it. I had to break it up into
I own it too. It's
Unforgivable.
Thank you, Brad. Thank you. Unforgivable.
He made a sequel, two sequels.
Like
there's a lot more than two, but like the next
with his
two
girlfriend in like the woods and shit. He's getting
well, the two they made after that, like right after that, were okay. But then everything after that was really bad.
Yeah, the first one was classic though.
Oh yeah. The waffle
fries.
Well, one of the sequel videos is where the camera's just on him going. You can hear the guy start giggling.
Yeah. There's one where he actually cried at the very end too. Like,
he's like,
There's a golden age of YouTube. YouTubers.
2004, 5. Yeah. The longest movie that you can watch right now is, I think, it's called The Best of Us or The Best of Our Years.
No, it's called Marvel, and it's every Marvel film just put together in one.
Jesus. In one shot.
I mean, yeah, you just it just never ends. There's no credits. It just keeps going into the next logically.
Chronologically,
for the next 38 hours.
A lot of my friends go, "You got to watch them in chronological order." That's wrong.
I watch them in the order they came out. You need to watch them
in the order of release because there's references.
You won't catch them other references otherwise.
My whole back is just completely burnt.
I realize it too. I have seen every single one of the Marvel films in theaters.
Really?
Every single one since Iron Man came out. I saw Hulk with Edward Norton. I saw Hulk, and then I saw Iron Man was the first one to kick it off. Then we had Captain America and Thor, and I've seen all of them in theaters. Every one now.
I missed a few.
Yeah.
I missed Thor: The Dark World. That's the
Thor
one that
Ragnarok. Still by far is one of my favorite Marvel films.
Really,
Ragnarok? Ragnarok is fantastic.
I didn't like it very much.
Really?
I never liked the Thor movies.
I didn't like the first two.
They're the least believable to me.
I thought after I saw Ragnarok, and then I played through God of War, and then I rewatched Ragnarok again. I was like, "It's really
cool." That's Karen, I think.
But yeah,
I'm not sure. Class below me.
Yeah, I just applied to work for Santa Monica Studios. I don't know if I told you.
Shut up.
Yeah, they're taking applications right now. I sent one in. They had it on Twitter. They posted on Twitter.
Where are you gonna go? California then?
I mean, hey man, dream job. If I get it, I'm taking it.
You could if all of a sudden one day,
if
like
I could,
10 years
if I could
from now,
run the storyline.
I want to hear your voice.
I'll do one of the dwarves. I'll do like Sindri. Be like, have you found the master's whetstone?
See, like if you can come up with a voice though, you got to make sure it's easy to do because you're going to be doing that for hours on end, for weeks on end.
Can you do the Eric Post voice?
Or be like, I don't know. It'd be fun,
man.
I played through that one game now 4 times since it came out.
God of War?
Yeah, and I beat it on the hardest. I beat it on Give Me God of War.
You told me that. I was really impressed. I told my friend Dave that, who hasn't even done that.
Dave Shell?
Dave Shell.
He's in here. I saw him on a little bit.
He platinumed it.
I'm working on that right now.
He did not. I don't think he beat on the hardest difficulty.
It's insane. The final boss battle with I'm not going to say his name. The game hasn't been out that long, but the final boss battle.
Yeah, it's not 6 months yet.
Yeah, it took me 3 days worth of trying, and I left my thing on in rest mode. I never shut it off. It just took forever.
Rest. I have this list of things we've already covered. Movies. I have this. They released a picture of what Nintendo or Red Dead 2 is going to look like on the Switch.
I have a Switch. I really like it. Zelda was my life for like 6 months when it came out.
So this is a leaked screenshot of what Red Dead 2 is going to look like on the Nintendo Switch. For those who can't, because you can't see it, it's a picture of Mario. It's like, man, Red Dead 2 looks great on the Switch. I remember when they released. Oh my god! I remember when they released like the first screenshot of. Well, first of on Twitter, they changed the R to red.
The first thing I thought of was Mitch and I are about to be back in the Wild West.
Someone panicked and said it's Table Tennis 2 joke video and somehow got it onto the Rockstar website of them recording mocap for a new paddle game or
so
table
like people
tennis.
like playing like ping pong.
And then at the very end you just back and the guy's just looking. And he puts out of VR glasses, and then it cuts to black.
Nice.
And it just says Rockstar on the front. It's like, oh no, they're doing virtual tennis.
That's awesome.
And Yeah.
I forgot
And
they
then
made that table tennis game.
it was one of the.
totally
It was a
forgot about
launch
that.
game for the 360.
It
I
was
think.
decent too.
Andy
I remember it.
Benke played it all the time.
Yeah, he did. I remember that. What's he up to these days? I haven't heard from him in a long
I
time.
don't know. I saw him out a few times, and I talked to him a little bit. It's very quiet.
Yeah, I can see
Like,
that.
well, he was very vocal in high school, but like he's just gotten quiet.
I remember
now.
playing Call of Duty with like the guys a lot. I remember back in high school, we all jumped on Modern Warfare 2, and it'd just be like pretty much when we played all together as a team, we usually won, and it was a shit show.
I never got a nuke.
Me either.
And
I had enough kills to get one, but I didn't have it equipped. I was so pissed.
The best feeling in the world was when Jake Schramm had 23 kills, and then he got killed, and you just hear him go, "No!"
Yeah, yep. I was in that.
And then you could hear like the footsteps like getting louder and louder.
I've known Jake for a long time too.
He's at 3:30 in the morning. Go to fucking bed. Yeah. And it's just like we were like just out of high school, like 19.
Because I was working that summer, and I was like, I remember I get home from work at like midnight. We all jump on us to play till like 4 a.m.
That dude, like that was like the golden age of multiplayer, and now it's coming back.
It's pay to play for everything though, and it drives me nuts.
Yeah,
it really drives me nuts.
It's coming back.
I had a 12-year-old call me a
but
bitch
it's different.
in Fortnite because I didn't skin for my character. God forbid I spend $10 on Fortnite.
I don't know who that. Oh, I know who that is. Never mind.
Some guy he was just like, he messages me. He goes, "You killed me. You don't even have a skin. Do you even play Fortnite?" I was like, "I barely play Fortnite because I'm an adult and I have a job, and no, I'm not going to spend $10."
He made fun of you because you killed him without a skin.
Yeah,
you could have just said like, "I don't need a skin to kill you."
Yeah, I was just the first thing I thought was like, really, dude? Like, the game's free. Why would I spend $10 on a game that's free? I don't get any perks besides cosmetics. That's so dumb.
He's like, "Yeah, I got a bunch of friends of me play Fortnite." So I added him. Yeah. He's got like 100 friends. Jesus. And he's just like, they're all Fortnite. I'm like, oh, dude, at most, I would freak out if my friends list said more than 11 people online.
Oh, really? Mine says 15 some days, and that's a lot.
Oh, well, yeah, but I'm talking about when I was his age.
Oh,
16.
yeah.
And I remember, well, I had
like 8 people, I think.
Yeah.
Back then, yeah.
And then, but now I go on, it's like 27 people are online. Netflix, Hulu, Netflix, Fortnite, PUBG,
God of War,
God of War,
and then there's one person, Dark Souls,
and then Dark Souls,
which is probably you.
Fuck yeah, it is on Xbox. It is.
I need to finish Bloodborne yet.
I got through like the opening level, and then I put it down.
Didn't like it.
I loved it. I just started playing something else. I think I played it.
It scares me. Not that it's scary, but it's more like atmospheric.
It's fucking scary.
It's not
Dark Souls
gothic kind of style, but like it kind of gives you this atmosphere of horror, so you're always just constantly on edge.
Did you see
the job with that?
Did you see the new game that they're making?
The samurai one?
It's called one? Shadows Die Twice.
Yeah, that one looks really cool.
Oh my god, dude! With the grappling hook,
yeah,
dude. I like when I saw that, and I'm like, this looks strangely like a Dark Souls game. And then I saw like all the animations, and it said FromSoft and all the fucking things. Just and like they were teasing it for like a month ahead of E3.
Well, Bloodborne,
and everyone thought it was
even teasing it.
Mm-hmm. Like, well, they thought it was Bloodborne 2 because of that, and then they revealed that Bloodborne's not done. The game's not done.
It's not. It won't ever be.
I
don't know if you ever finished it, but depending on the ending, there's 3 different endings. It technically never ends.
Steve told me they've announced that Dark Souls is done, that they've closed the book on that, and I'm happy with that.
At least if they did a full 3, that's a good time to stop. You don't want to oversaturate. Steve
has finished
Johnson?
Yes. I consider myself a Dark Souls 1 expert because I've played it more than like any other. I love Dark Souls 2, but I don't know it as well, and not a lot of my friends are really super good at it. But then Dark Souls 3, Steve knows him back and forth, hands down. He's played it more than all of us. And he said the way that the last one ends in the DLC, there'll be a 4th.
There is.
I hope not, though.
Yeah.
I like it when people think.
Me too.
And the book is shut, and it's just done.
I'm excited there's a new Horizon Zero Dawn. Like, I don't know if you've been on.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, there's, like, that cliffhanger ending.
I have
and, like,
poster
when I finished, I thought was like, this game really doesn't need a sequel. It was perfect.
Did you do the DLC?
No. Should I? Is it worth it?
It happens after the story.
Oh, so
like
it's like
it takes place like a year after.
Okay.
Like she's not older or anything. She's just hanging. Like something happens. I'm not gonna tell you what.
Yeah.
But there's something at the end that points there might be a brand new something happening.
Okay, because I know at the end of the original story that one guy cut off. And
Silence.
Like, yeah, and you're just like, shit, I trusted him, and now you're like, well, some stuff might go down.
One of the best moments from that entire game was when he rode in to rescue you, and he wasn't a hologram.
Yeah.
It was actually really him.
One of the coolest moments for me in that game, I think, was when I can't remember the exact location, but I know you go up to like a winter peak, and you're like climbing ruins of buildings and stuff, and you get to the very top, and there's like a hologram with, and you find out who you really are. I think, and everything's like you start to figure out the stories even about and like what the mountain, and like that one moment, I was like, holy shit, this game just got so like it's relatable on an act. It's not like it's a game out there where you're just like, oh, this is a cool idea.
It's very human.
It's very human, and they treat technology like it's a threat, and I thought that was really cool. It's kind of almost like foreshadowing potentially our future if we don't get shit in control. I thought that was really cool.
One of my favorite moments of the game was when you realize that each of the monsters had a specific purpose to help the mankind.
Yeah.
Like they were meant to spread seeds.
Yeah.
To regrow things. And then you come out that like they just became self-aware and they started turning on the humans.
Terminator.
I'm glad. Yeah. I'm really glad that you brought that up because I have a new TV. But I don't have a PS4 Pro. I just have a Slim.
I don't even have a Slim original.
And does it get really loud?
Yeah. This is my fourth one.
I've
had 3 power conditioners on one of them, and like GameStop was even like, "Are getting ridiculous? We're just going to replace it for you." Like you could tell the owners even felt bad. So like, it was nice. They even did a hard drive transfer.
It seems like GameStop's being more human about that. But
they don't want to lose all their sales to digitals. That's why.
Sure. Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
They got to keep people in their stores. They got to offer something you can't get online.
Did you see the president of Ubisoft said that the next console will be our last?
I believe it. I think we're gonna have a cross-platform console. We talked about this.
Who told me this? That's like it's gonna be a subscription service off your TV.
Not gonna be a console. It's gonna be like a Netflix or an Amazon service where it's you pay a monthly subscription. And with that, you buy the controller.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
And it can be super customizable.
And whatever the controller is, like the top pieces are magnetic. So if you want to pull them off, you can put different buttons on depending on the game. And then when the games are out through the service, you essentially buy or rent the game through the service, and it just stores on your cloud or your hard drive. Or it's more like a license than a game. You just get the license code for it so you can play it.
How much would you pay a month for something like this? What's like ridiculous? What's like a rational number? Like let's do armchair CEO.
Well, like what's your Netflix subscription?
Like $11.
$20 for gaming, because I feel like it's more of a
that's it. Month.
But think about it. Okay, fair. But think about it this way though. They'll be making money off of consumers by monthly costs, right? You also have to buy the controllers if you want the controllers, and the games subscription service would be all of them on the service be free to play, or they'll have exclusives where you potentially pay to play them, because like we already know how companies be. So if that's the case, I'd rather pay $20 a month, and then exclusives you pay a little bit extra for that way I have a little bit extra allocated towards what they're looking for.
I pay $50.
That's fair.
I'd do $50.
That's like buying a game a month. That's fair.
Yeah, but you have access to everything. Your idea shows them take the battery cell.
But you never will,
and
they won't. They ever won't though.
Exactly, and I remember playing the story for 2. I've played through all of it, and I'm just like,
was it crappy? Did it play crappy too? Like where the controls?
No, I enjoyed it. I borrowed it. I had fun with it for 3 days. Gave it back, and I'm like,
was the story
cool, man?
Was the story decent at all or no?
I think it was supposed to tie into 8.
Yeah, it was. That I knew.
Didn't. The whole. Are you gonna ever play it?
I'm not gonna play it.
The whole point, I think, was for they were gonna tie it in. The lead chick you play as a woman.
Yeah, that I knew.
That was supposed to be mom, and it's not.
That's dumb.
Yep,
that's stupid.
It's not. They were. I mean, I think it was implying that she was, but then she wasn't.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't agree with the loot boxing thing. However, It's an option.
I know.
And if you're gonna, if your favorite company is starting to hide behind that, sorry, but you're gonna have to find a different company to
right.
like. If all of a sudden, God of War started doing
They
that.
won't though.
It's not going to. But if they did that, I feel like I'm really Kratos. But goodbye.
I'd be like, I'm playing you for single player story only.
Yep, you're not gonna get a single dime from me. Just paid.
The way
full
I see it
price.
is, I just paid $60 for a game. Why the hell do I have to pay
Mhm.
another $20 just to play 2 more missions in the whole fucking game?
Do you know one of the
Drives me
best
nuts.
games that did it right was The Witcher, and they
Yeah.
released The Witcher,
I
and
still have to
for
play that.
like a month, didn't say a thing about the DLC. A month goes by, and they said we're gonna have some DLC. It's all gonna be
That's how it should
because you guys already bought our game.
Yeah.
We're gonna next 2 expansion packs coming. The first one's gonna be 10, the second one's 20. And they release an update like every week. It was either like a new quest, new item. It was just free.
be. Didn't we talk about this too? Didn't we mention that?
I think so.
We talked how this is just me slightly ranting, but the golden age of gaming is over because like no one puts out a anymore.
It's true.
It's everyone's like, oh, we're gonna put this on release date.
Well, they
it's not ready,
found
but
out.
we'll patch it.
Yeah, they found out.
Like, I'm not okay with that.
That was a rush to get it to the new consoles.
Yeah.
That was a shitty time.
I hate
There was not a single playable good game on the
No.
new consoles.
And when I remember I bought Assassin's Creed Unity, and it was oh my god.
I still have videos of all the
I
glitches.
played it the first time I played it, and even after they patched it, it was still the buggiest piece of crap I've ever played. I've never finished the story. Nope.
I finished the story.
I thought the style was cool. I really liked the French style and everything, but I was like, this is so buggy, and I would do the same mission. I would get caught on this fence and stabbed in the back. I was like, I'm done. It's just one of those things.
I played the story.
Okay.
I finished the story up.
Is it decent? It's okay.
I can't tell you a single thing I remember from it.
Well, that
There
tells
is
me all
a-
I need to know then.
There were assassinations you can get.
Okay.
Like there was this one where one of the biggest things they wanted to show in that game, the amount of people they could fit on the screen.
I remember that, and then
Oh
also
wow, there's a lot of people. On the
and
screen.
then also
Hundreds.
the other thing was downscale. Was
Yep.
the other thing they added.
You could run up and then you could descend quickly and
Yeah.
stepping off of
Yeah.
something. You could
could just like kind of run
parkour
and parkour
down.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's been in everyone since then. The one, it was so cool though. One you can get is this guy had a schedule, and he would go attend church in real time. And you had to get up at like 5 a.m, tail him to church. He would sit in the pew, listen to the full 10 minutes, like a real sermon. You would sit there, watch him, and then he got in line to do confession.
Did you go in the confession booth?
You can go in the confession booth
That's sick.
and throw the priest out, and then as he was going to get the security, the guy would go in, and the
Yeah.
camera would come into the confessional and goes, "Oh, Father, forgive me, I have sinned," and you go on and on and on, and he goes,
Did you stick your
"Father,"
blade to
and the
wall?
blade came through the
Nice.
and killed him. And
Nice.
then if you got out in time, the security would come body and
Yeah.
they'd scream, and you'd hear the screams as
And
you were
then,
leaving.
and then of course, and then like everything flashes red because like
Mhm.
people are looking for it. Yeah,
well, if you did it right, you could get out of there right as
That's
you heard
cool.
the scream in the body.
that's cool.
So
though.
like that was cool, and like these new dynamic systems came out, and that was really neat. But other it was so buggy. I powered through it just to get through the.
I just
fucking
what I'm
game.
looking to, and I really hope Ubisoft. I hope Ubisoft kind of realizes that they're getting stale. That they really just like, let's change up the formula a bit, because like I loved Assassin's Creed 1, 2, and then Brotherhood and
Mhm.
and what was the last one at Ezio's? It was
Revelations.
Revelations. Those were all really well done. The story was good. The gameplay was good. They didn't skimp on it. And like now, I feel like these new ones, it's almost like, hey, we're gonna pull the same formula from the first 4 or 5 that did great, and we're just gonna keep putting new characters in and rehashing
Mhm.
it. And I would just love to see them like add something new.
Well, have you played?
I didn't. I played a little bit.
Yeah,
of
you
it.
said you couldn't handle.
God of War right too,
Mm.
and I think I just need some time to transition.
You should give it a shot.
Yeah,
Stick with it. Play it for like 3 days. If you really can't do it,
yeah,
Get it.
because right now I'm also finishing up Detroit Become Human, and that
oh
one's-
yeah,
it's
I
interesting.
heard it's short.
It is, but that's because
But it's
there's
got
so many,
multiple paths.
there's so
yeah.
many different ways to play it though that it's kind of worth replaying. But it's
Hmm.
it's good. It's really good.
I want to play it really bad. I've got 100 friends who bought it, so I'm just gonna borrow from
Yeah.
one of them. What was I gonna say? As someone who just finished Assassin's Creed Origins, it's a long one.
Yeah,
it's
that's
long.
what you said.
It's really long. The base game took like a month.
Well, that's what you said too, and like you can't get past certain parts until you level up either.
They made you do quests, side quests. That's how The Witcher was, though.
It's like
The Witcher.
It's almost kind of like a grind fest.
Yes, you don't have to grind. The quests give you the most XP.
Okay.
However, if you want a billion locations on the map,
maybe
some of them have treasure. You get XP for finding it.
There's different ways to build yourself.
Yeah, if you don't want to, when you get like 3 main quests off the bat in Witcher. You get like one that's really easy, one that might take you a couple days to get to it, and there's one that takes like.
I heard The Witcher's a really long game. I haven't played it.
It's one of the long. It took me 3 months.
I heard it's really good. I heard it's great. And it's just one of those games that everyone kept telling me it's really good, but I was always busy playing something else, so I never picked it up.
Play it.
I might
play it in the winter.
I might play it when we kind of have downtime between games coming up.
It's a wintry game to me because I've played it in both seasons because it came out in the summer of 2015.
Yeah,
played it a lot then, and then just kind of put it aside. And then I played it in the winter. It just has a winter to it.
I gotta finish Far Cry 5 too. It's campy game. It's just out there. It's
supposed to be.
It's so out there, but I'm on the very last region.
I told you I was how like I kept getting killed easy, and then they kept dying in one bullet. I'm like, well, this isn't fun.
It's hard.
It's my own fault.
You die so quick, and like the AI, it's like perfect aim. It's dumb, but it's campy. It's fun to play with you. Yeah, let's do that.
Because I have it. I don't trade my games in anymore.
I don't either. You don't get anything with. I don't trade them in unless I absolutely hated the game.
Yeah, I considered trading in Far Cry.
I know. I'm thinking about it. I want to finish it, and then I'm probably going to trade it towards like one of the newer games coming out. Like Spider-Man or Red Dead.
I was going to say, what's the next game you want to play, and what's the next game you want to buy?
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Yeah, I know.
Hey. Next game I want to buy, I'm really looking forward to Red Dead 2. It's not going to be out for a little while yet.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's like 4 months from now.
Which comes out first, Spider-Man or Red Dead?
Spider-Man
comes out like late in it.
You know?
Because that's I've been really getting into Spider-Man lately. With like all the comics and stuff I've been reading, and just I haven't played a good Spider-Man game since the Nintendo 64. And like I'm really looking forward to this one being like an open world kind.
Is it open world?
It is. The entire New York City is open world.
I have this. I always page open, but I have a wireless keyboard, but it wouldn't work last time, so I don't want to fuck around with it.
That's fine.
I have. If you go to Wikipedia and type in 2018 in videos.
Oh, hey, look, it's the head. It's Mimir.
Oh, nice. Type in 2018 games, and it's every
like every release date.
Yeah, it might not come up. You have to type in.
It's really weird, kind of watching myself right now.
That's fine. It won't come up for me. 2018 in video gaming. Okay, you've typed in gaming. 2019 too.
So I was like,
sure.
Smash Bros is a huge one for me. I used to have a Wii U. Used to because it was taken when I split up with Max.
Shitty.
Yeah, and the thing was, I used to play Smash Bros competitively when I was in Eau Claire.
Oh, really?
And by the end of the time I left college, I had made over $800.
There was a fighting game community over there.
Smash Bros is huge in Eau Claire, Minneapolis.
Every now and then I'll say FGC somewhere, like at GameStop or something. Like,
yeah,
they know what that means.
Yeah, I used to play quite a bit. Link is my main, but the new Smash Bros, they're bringing back every character from every single game and every single stage.
I saw that C4, and that was it.
Yeah, I used to play a lot of Melee, and then when the new one came out, when they put the 8-person matches in, we had my one friend basement, and we had 3 couches lining all 3 walls, and then we had a TV right in the center, and we'd have full 8 people in there.
That's fucking awesome.
8-person Smash matches. 4 losers would throw control 4, and it was just constant like chaos. It was awesome.
I wonder if I could do that in here.
Probably.
I mean, I have a third TV, like it's the tiny one that I always put game on, and then I could leave that in my room and then put the other TV in here and have like gaming turn. But
True.
I could do it in there too.
Yeah.
Here it says on July 10th.
It's coming up pretty
This
quick.
is July. Nothing comes out in
July.
Hotel Transylvania,
Like the movie,
the game.
No.
Shining Resonance Refrain. Don't know what that is. Warhammer Vermintide 2.
Pass.
Captain Toad Treasure Tracker.
Yeah,
Octopath Traveler.
That one. Captain Toad.
Adventure Time. Pirates of the blah blah blah. Sonic Mania Plus. Let's see. I'm gonna see if I.
No Man's Sky.
Fuck that game.
Why are they still putting stuff out for that? The game tanked when it first came out anyway.
It has some shit in it.
We got in August.
Yakuza 0. I don't know if you're. Okami HD.
That Okami will be the first one I buy. I played it on Wii, PlayStation 2, and PS4.
Oh, it looks like it's only on Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, they're remastering it with touch controls.
The Walking Dead, the final season.
I gave up.
Warcraft. Lara.
Warcraft.
World of Warcraft, Battle for Azeroth. My Hero One's Justice. Let's see if I can. Monster Hunter.
They're making a Sling Blade game anytime soon.
No. Dead Cells. I don't know what that is. Now we're in September. Spider-Man is September 7th.
Spider-Man, if I don't buy Okami for HD for my Switch, which I probably will because it's like playing Zelda Twilight Princess in permanent wolf mode with painting powers.
I remember when Okami came out.
It's really good.
It's known as the most sadly ignored game of all time because
no
one played it. No one played it though.
I played it.
You played it.
I played it on 3 different consoles. I bought it 3 separate times just to play it on 3 different consoles, and like it was great. But I'm excited for Spider-Man. Red Dead's gonna be good. Smash Bros is another one I'm waiting for.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, October 5th.
It's going to Sparta, and like I feel like they kind of saw God
Greece,
of War. Yeah, I feel like they kind of saw God of War coming out. And they may have like probably
stole it.
Take some ideas from that.
Battlefield 5.
That one I might get.
I might play that story.
I might get it just for the online multi. I have a group of guys that usually play Battlefield.
Red Dead Redemption 2, October 26th. That's really far away.
That's like the same day Stranger Things comes out, I think. Too.
November. Wait, what is it? What comes out?
Stranger Things always releases right before Halloween.
Oh, okay. November has Overkill's The Walking Dead, which is going to be a first-person shooter in The Walking Dead. Hitman 2. I think it might be a direct sequel or something. Fallout 76, and then Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, which are remakes of Pokemon Yellow, but in like modern graphics.
Yeah, I'd like to. I'm thinking about getting Fallout 76.
I am. I have it pre-ordered already.
I more so just kind of want to wait like a week just to kind of see what the verdicts are right away.
Yeah, I'll do it from the beginning.
Yeah, I know you would.
I love Fallout, like your Fallout, and like even if it's bad, $60. I can afford $60. Yeah. I'm not trying to brag or anything, but like this apartment is only $715 a month. I make pretty good money, and like I buy whatever I want. I can do whatever I fucking want.
To my place. I lucked out. I got my rent's $630 a month. And it's like all classic wood floors and everything.
Do you get anything included with that or no?
I have an entire yard.
No. I meant like utility wise.
No.
Do they pay for anything?
No,
they pay for my water.
That's why it's a bit more. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably a wash then for both of us.
I'm super happy I don't
This is a nice place though.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm super happy I don't have to pay for water. With my roommate living with me last time.
Do you have an air conditioner here too?
So it's running right now.
Nice. Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
I bought one and put it in my window.
I set it to 70.
So that too.
It runs steady throughout the day, and my last electric bill was $50. So my gas bill was $7.
Electric's a lot more. Although they put my water and electric there.
What?
Really? It's through WPS, so like I have to do it in the same place. But like
that's strange.
When I bill every month, I think this summer I've run my air conditioning. It's been running 24/7. Can't keep a place constantly just cool. And I think my electric and water was still like $80.
That's pretty good.
Well, it's like 1,000 square foot place. It was a DS game, wasn't it? You played as a lawyer.
Yeah, it's funny too. There's a guy at work that plays all the time. Biomutant. Have you seen that?
No.
Hey, you're like a raccoon word.
Is Sly Cooper Part 3?
No. God, I really wish I had my fuck it. What? I'm hooking up my have something over here.
I'll just stay here.
Ready for this?
Oh my god.
So now we can look shit up.
It's a wireless keyboard.
All right. The last time I saw on live, the keyboard didn't work,
Nice.
so I just did away with it. But like $30 for this, so I'm gonna try to get it to work. But yeah, like it says it's really low power right now. I don't believe that.
Maybe one of your batteries is kind of drained.
I have tons of AAAs for some reason. Yeah, like it just
Covered by
conked out.
this podcast sponsored by AAA.
This podcast is sponsored by fucking.
That's true. It's not.
Oh,
It's
I
sponsored
hope
by.
you like the up close shot of
It's-
me there.
Oh, look at that Walking Dead shirt. Love it. Speaking of, I haven't watched Walking Dead now in probably a whole season.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't fucking boring.
Yeah. Ever since I found out with Carl without even watching it, and I was like, okay, I think I'm done now.
He bit the dust.
Yeah, the dust in the stupidest way where the kid survived gunshots, a gunshot to the face, and he dies because he trips.
Check this out.
Stupid.
It's typing, but it says it's not even on. Biomutant.
I can't see myself on the screen now.
That's okay. You want to look? That's what we look like. We're just staring into the screen. Biomutant. Look at this.
It looks like Rocket Raccoon almost, but with like a sword.
Yeah. It
That's really cool.
looks really cool. Yeah. Yeah.
It looks kind of like Monster Hunter mixed with Rocket Raccoon.
Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. There's a lot of cool things. All the stuff Dark Souls Remastered that
All I
came
know
out.
is the second The Last of Us 2 comes out, you can tell every other game I own to just go away for the next year. Like I'm never gonna put it down.
The Donut County. I don't know what the hell that is.
I'm jumping Last of Us 2 when it comes out. I'm jumping difficulty the second it drops. I beat the first one.
What?
I beat the first one, the hardest one. I got to do it for the second one. You died in like you died in like gunshots. It was really tough.
Greedfall.
It took me months.
My friend Shane beat on the hardest difficulty.
Yeah,
Also,
it takes forever. There's no listening mode.
Yeah, I'm like, I need that.
Yeah,
Siberia 3.
Did you see that? They had like that skateboarding game out at E3, and everyone thought it was gonna be like Skate 3 or something.
Yeah.
Well, I know it wasn't Skate 3. That's all I know because people thought it was.
Yeah, but I wonder how bad the hum waves are.
They're not bad at all.
Nothing.
You got
Like
this thing
that.
EQ'd real well.
Thank you. It took a lot of shitty like work to. Oh, I can do the effects. There's a bunch of effects on here.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying to be
No,
my
you're
radio
good.
announcer now.
Where is it? I'll give you a good one.
I don't know what you're doing. Oh yeah. had to throw
Isn't
the
that
Ferris
cool?
wheel. That's really cool. Yeah. Is that a bunch of reverb or what was it?
It was called Concert Hall.
Yep. Yep. That's what it was.
I remember I did like an actual entrance on here once, and I played like
It's really funny, though.
played "My Friends Over You" by Newfound Glory. And
Yeah.
I fucking ran intro, and they're like, "You can't play the words, or you're gonna get hit with a copyright infringement." I'm like, "Oh,
And that's you just mouth them.
this keyboard's awesome." I'll pull up my
Calculator.
do some banking, dude.
Banking.
Oh god. I asked this question the other day at work. This is kind of not related to video games anymore.
Fun.
I asked this question at work. What will happen first? Family Video closes in Fond du Lac,
They just close the one to rip in.
or marijuana is legal in Wisconsin? What do you think is going to happen first?
That's a good question, actually.
I know it is. What do you guys think?
Well,
An
I know what I think and what I'd like.
Dude, it's fucking weed. You can say anything you want.
I don't understand why it's not legalized, considering that multiple states that already have, and they're obviously being successful about it, and like the revenue they're generating is coming back into society, and it's improving their roads and infrastructure. I don't see the counterpoint. They're like, weed's bad, and we shouldn't be able to sell it. Honestly, Otherwise, all of our taxpayer dollars are going to this losing drug war. So all of our money towards nothing, when the money could be going towards the same thing it's being spent on anyway, and then the money and the taxes comes back into society and helps us all.
Okay.
That's my personal take on it.
That's perfectly fine. What I think is it's a substance very misrepresented.
Yes.
It's been misrepresented for
60s since
60
Reefer
or
Madness
80
came out.
years.
Reefer Madness was used to
30s.
It's
And
been used.
It was a documentary made by a guy who saw that hemp was a threat to the lumber industry.
Could have been used for paper, clothing, a lot of things, and that's when they outlawed it because they wanted to find a way to keep the lumber industry going.
Yeah.
And then once they put out Reefer Madness, and they also found a correlation with the African American society, they were able to, back in these times, because racism was alive and well, as it is now, but it was way more blatant, I think, back then. They were able to kind of push it off on them and able to kind of oppress the whole substance itself and just kind of, I don't know, it's a way of almost like an oppression on society. I'm not gonna say it's that I guess making it illegal is an oppression, but I think all the culture that goes along with it and all the, I guess, checks and balances and everything keeping it illegal and how we're necessarily doing that is more hurting our communities than helping it at this point. Because I know a lot of, like, in legal states are using this as a way to wean them off of that. And then once they're off of that, now we have less people addicted to heroin, because once they're on opiates, they can't get their prescriptions anymore. So they turn to the illegal version, which would be heroin. And then we have the heroin epidemic. So I think I think legalizing has a few good benefits. I know there's probably a few that aren't always as great, but there's definitely some good benefits there too.
You've really thought about that.
I really have. I've done my research on it.
You're one of them dope smokers, aren't you?
What?
No, I'm just kidding.
What is that? What's a dope?
It's this new thing. It's a movie on Netflix.
Yeah, actually, I think it is. Yeah.
You know, there's this great movie just got announced. I remember seeing a trailer for it. It's called "Sorry to Bother You."
I want to see it so bad.
I want to see it.
The main character, Lakeith Stanfield, was in Get Out, and he's one of the main in Atlanta. And
really?
Yeah, he plays. Oh my god, I'm totally spacing. I think he's my favorite character too. He's like this hippie dude, and he even time as a construct. So like, he's just one of those guys who's like way out there. So like,
it just came out.
Yeah, it's in select
Friday.
theaters. It's in select theaters right now. It comes out all over the place. But like, look at his Rotten Tomato score.
Yeah, like IMDb's shitty right now, but fuck them. No,
I love Stanfield.
It's so great. Many people have been coming out about how funny it is and how it's unique. Apparently, it's very unique.
And the thing I like about it too is like, he's been working in a call center, and like when he gets a phone call, he's like, "Put on your white voice," and I work center, and I'm told like, this is so real.
Adopts a white accent to thrive.
Yeah, and it's a thing, like, because I work in a call center, even white people that work there, we all have our customer service voice, as we call it, like, "Hello,
retail voice."
Yeah, it's like,
that's what they call it. Or
hi,
customer voice.
What can I help you with today? And I'm like, "Hi, what's up?"
Here it says, fearlessly ambitious, scathingly funny, and thoroughly original. Sorry You loudly heralds the arrival of a fresh filmmaking talent in writer-director Riley.
I can't wait.
On Metacritic, which assigns blah, 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 indicated it is generally favorable. Gave the film an 84% overall score, which is 72, definite, which is a definite recommend.
Yeah. I'm looking really forward to it.
Yeah, I want to see it. Like,
the first time I saw the trailer, they actually, special announcement, middle of the Atlanta episode,
they ran the trailer. That's awesome.
And then you know what's funny?
They swear a lot in it too, don't they?
Atlanta's uncensored. They dropped the N bomb, everything. It's uncensored. It's great.
The what bomb?
Yeah. But it's really cool though, because like Lakeith is like all about it, and it's really kind of cool watching the show because Brian Tyree Henry's plays Paperboy. It's his cousin. He's like an upcoming rapper. And Paperboy, all about that Paperboy.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And
it's a painful rhyme.
Yeah. Well, the thing is though, is that Donald Glover writes all the music for the show.
Oh, yeah.
So like it's really good. But every time they all have a movie coming out, like Solo is coming out, like in 2 weeks, show like cuts a commercial break. They've got Childish Gambino like music video, and then after that, trailer for Solo. Like if they promote all their own stuff, it's really cool.
Atlanta. I wonder how what it's meaning for like
Atlanta's fantastic. It's look at its ratings, man. It's 97 on
Yeah.
Rotten. It's amazing.
I wonder if it's on the top TV shows for it. It's because season 3 premieres in 2019.
Yeah, they just got announced last week.
It's the number 120 in top
Yeah.
rated TV. Has 2 Golden Globes.
Yeah,
pretty good.
Darius, that's what it is. Lakeith Stanfield plays Darius, and he's like this kind of hit. This Cat Williams is one of the episodes.
Cat Williams.
He plays a uncle, and they meet him, and Lakeith walks up, and Darius walks up, and he goes, "I'd say it was nice to meet you, but I don't believe in time as a construct, so we already met." And then just leaves out, and like he pulls up to one guy's house, and he's just staring at the guy's tree, and he goes, "Hey man, can I measure your tree?" And he's just looks at him, he's like funny, he's like, "No, not right now." And you see him, his shoulder goes, "Not right now, man. That's the same as like no." Like the whole shit's just like this.
Cat Williams does that.
No,
Lakeith
Lakeith Stanfield is, but like Cat Williams is like holding. He has an alligator, and he's holding like his wife hostage, and the cops come, and he gets off, and you just see him, the end of the episode. You see him sprinting the street in nothing but a bathrobe. It's amazing. Like,
hey, it's like they were listening. I just got a thing on my IMDb. It says Lakeith Stanfield, director Boots Riley discussed the diversity. Should have bothered you.
Yeah,
the stress of filming sex scenes.
I'm looking forward to that movie quite a bit.
Is Boots Stanfield a chick?
I don't know. Maybe his last name is Stanfield. Yeah.
I can't type.
FIELD.
A weird keyboard.
Or Boots Riley.
It's a guy, I think.
Just Google Boots Riley because you got Boots Stanfield.
That's
Valkyrie.
That's a girl she's from
Tessa Thompson. It's Valkyrie from Ragnarok.
Really?
Yeah.
She's from Westworld.
Yeah. She just came out as bisexual.
Fucking watch.
Yeah, I heard Westworld's fantastic. I heard that one's just as good as Game of Thrones too.
Love that show so much.
That's the problem. All the really good ones are HBO, and I don't have an HBO subscription.
She's naked in Westworld a lot.
I like Michael Youn too. Or
episode where he got eaten or torn apart, and then he's alive, and then
I was so mad,
and then that guy kills him.
The episode, like, okay, I knew it was gonna happen because, like,
it's in the comics.
It's in the comic, but like, I was not expecting them to go that gruesome. I
liked it.
I did too. I was in a dark, sad place for like a few days.
I have a joke about that.
What?
The entire show's budget went into that. That's why the acting is so bad.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Well, I haven't been able to watch it since last season.
It's so boring.
And now,
it's
like
so
Andrew
boring.
Lincoln's like, I'm leaving now too. I'm like, I'm
good.
I'm done.
Goodbye.
Like,
you're a good actor. Do something else.
Yeah, like the show's gone downhill for me.
Do you know how the season ends though? What happens?
I know
because the
am I allowed to say it?
The war does end.
I know. Am I allowed to say it on camera?
No one's watching.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
No, we have a lot of people watching, but no one's fucking watching.
I know. What's his nuts? Dude with baseball bat. Things don't go so well.
Yeah, gets his throat cut.
Yeah,
but he lives. They save him, and
he does live. Okay.
Yeah, because he cuts his throat and he killed my husband.
Yeah.
He killed everybody, and he says, "I was like, this is what needs to happen."
Please tell me she pops him in the face.
No, damn it. Rick's great quote where he says, "My mercy overcomes my malice." And I thought of me because if you remember, well, if you didn't watch that season, Carl wrote everybody letters before he died. That one to Negan, and then Michonne read it to Rick. He gave it to Negan, and it changed Rick. And the letter
because I know Negan showed Carl mercy.
Yeah,
like, even though he like shot a bunch of people at his facility.
He liked Carl.
Yeah, he liked it.
And then I don't know if they ever go into detail, but Negan was a teacher. He was like
I figured he was. I always thought coach because of the baseball bat. I always thought he was like a baseball or little league coach or something, and then he just kind of the world got crazy.
Did you
kind of make some choices?
Did you see the flash forward that Rick had where he had a big gray beard?
Yeah.
And at the very, very end, Judith is around and Negan turns around and goes, "Well, hello, little."
Yeah.
And that was Carl's vision for the future.
Yeah.
And Rick, he told it about it to Rick in the thing, and then Rick he doesn't cut the veins, he cuts part. And when he's starting to die, he goes save him. And Maggie freaks out, everybody else freaks out, Daryl freaks out, and they go,
I don't know how Daryl didn't flip out and kill him.
Well, there's something in that episode.
Still kicking too? Dude with like half burned face. Dwight?
He's around, yeah.
Is he? Okay.
He's
I like
what happens is the two societies become one.
That's kind of what
they merge, and they're under like strict rule, like they can only do certain things, they can't have like any freedom or whatever. They're gonna coexist. And at the very end, Meg in like this dark room with only like one candle lit, and she brings a couple people, and they're like, Rick's not getting this anymore. He's hurt me too much, and he's hurt all of us.
So they're gonna go to war.
Yeah. And she goes,
saw that coming.
We're gonna wait a long time, and we will strike when our moment is right. And goes right, and all of a sudden Daryl comes out of the dark. She goes, that's right.
Yeah, Daryl's
and
done.
That's it. I think the show's ready to end because
they need to wrap it up.
Well, they said they wanted to go to season 20.
Jesus.
It's on season 9.
It's not going to make it that long. People aren't going to stay that interested. That's so long.
It's so fucking long. Yeah,
and that's a lot of filming. You're gonna run out of characters. Like 20 seasons.
Well,
is almost like 20 years.
How many seasons did MASH have? MASH went for
I don't know. Ask
time.
My dad. I know my dad watches MASH quite a bit. One cup.
Nope.
How many seasons of Shameless? Actually, this is a great show.
Shameless has like season 9.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's 11 seasons of.
I was gonna say I've never seen a show go much more than 10 to 15.
Show. I'm gonna just.
It's The Simpsons. The Simpsons is the longest running show.
I think you're right.
It is.
Simpsons.
They've been going since '89.
Gunsmoke.
20 years.
A bunch of
Law and Orders, but they switch out cast though. Family Guy, but that's voice
Family
acting.
Guy is, yeah.
Same with South Park. CSI, they also push people out too. Remember right?
Doctor Who's been going since '63,
but they don't never have the same characters
no.
ER.
Not
ER went for 15 years. I had no idea.
ER went really long.
Friends,
dude.
I knew was 10. That one I knew.
I can't. Frasier was a fucking.
Frasier was a classic, and I never got into it.
Frasier is a spin-off of Cheers.
Really?
Yes. I didn't know that.
You know, I've been to the restaurant Cheers. I've actually been there.
No.
They have it in Boston.
Making your way in the world today. Thanks.
Making my way downtown, getting fast, faces past.
With my bitch, and she's gonna make me a sandwich. No.
Big Bang Theory.
What the hell is this? It's only 8 seasons. Get the fuck out.
But that's what I mean. Though, like most of these longer, like 10, if
Jeffersons.
you notice, like the most 10 to 15.
Bonanza.
I don't think Walking Dead would last 20 seasons.
No, it won't. Jag went for a long time. Jesus. American Dad's still going. Yeah,
that's what I mean. Most of these are like 10 to 12 years.
2 Men went for fuck ever.
That show should have ended earlier though.
It should have ended when Charlie left. The New Adventures of Lassie.
Mom, it's my dog, Mom. I'll do it. Wait, that's not Lassie.
Funny. It's my mom. It's my do it dog. So, but anyways, man, I'm over The Walking Dead. Like, I'll watch it till it's done because I've watched it since.
I'll follow up with it and make sure I know what's going on, but I'm not going to make it like a priority to be home on Sunday night to watch an episode.
You should just do it when they come out on Netflix.
That's what I'm kind of doing.
Time.
So, yeah.
What time is it? Oh, man.
I don't even know.
It's almost 4:00.
Seriously? Wow, time's moving fast.
Yeah. I got one last question for you. I ask everybody. Okay. I got to wrap it up because I'm doing fondue in a little bit.
I'm doing some rocks over here.
Doing some rocks.
It's an actual rock.
Come on the podcast. Just smoke some crack.
Hey kid,
stop itching. It's too obvious. If you okay, so this is like I asked everybody. Okay. Since like we're kind of like in our upper 20s now or mid
25, I'm exactly midway through now.
What's like the first time you've ever noticed you had success in your life? And like, I mean, like not major success, but like my example is that's my 3rd car out there, and it's the first I've ever had with air conditioning.
That's fair.
And that's my success.
So
take some time to think about it.
I got it. I've been thinking about it a lot lately.
Look at Doom Guy for motivation if you need to. play that game if you haven't. It's awesome.
So like my time I felt successful.
Yeah. Anytime in your life.
I was in college.
Mhm.
Going into my senior, the UW Eau Claire or Bon Iver, the Grammy artist who used to live in Eau Claire, or actually does live in Eau Claire. He built his own music festival called it's EAUXCLAIERS. And they actually just again, I got to build the whole thing from the floor up. My going to senior year of college, and it was the very festival. I got to build the main stage, its lights, its audio systems. I put up lights around the entire grounds, built 3 of the stages, and then I slept under the stage for 2 days and worked the whole
Oh
festival.
my God.
I had
That's
hammock we tied underneath the stage, and I slept there for 2 days. And the show started about 11 in the morning. We had to be up by 7 or 8 to make sure the stages were set for sound check. And I think the one moment where I realized how really cool it was 2 separate moments in the same day. Saturday morning, I had driven back to my apartment the night before. I didn't stay that one night just because I had some stuff I had to get done at home. And I came back the next morning, and I had permission to come in like an hour late. And on the festival grounds, there's like this half-mile hill. It just comes all the way down. And when you get to the bottom, you can see this open field. And there's 2 main stages. There's main stage 1 and there's 2. And when one stage finishes, the next crowd can go back and forth. And I walked down. It was the coolest thing ever. It was walked down to the field, and the second I got to the bottom, I look up at my stage. There's Bon Iver's set is all set up, and they have 2 separate drum kits next to each other, and they're on high, about 15 feet in the air. And then they've got stagger down. They've got full, like horns, winds. You've got full band guitars. And I think they use about 115 channels on the mixing console. And I walked down. The second I hit to the bottom of the hill, I heard a drum hit, and I got to see them sound check while I'm walking out, and there's no one around yet. So it's like
that's really cool.
It's kind of a surreal moment. And then I had my laminate river, and I walked backstage, and I walked back up onto the back of the stage, and I got to pull the gear off, and that was kind of cool. But then the real moment kind of happened when later that night, because they headlined, so it was about 10:30 Saturday night, and I look out over the crowd, and my production manager nudges me and just goes, there's about 25 to 30,000 people in front of you right now. And I look out, and I was like, holy shit. Like, I couldn't see the end of the people.
Yeah.
Like, there's a river at the back. There's the other main stage, and the crowd was so big, it went from main stage to main stage for the set.
Fuck, that's awesome.
And I'm standing backstage between all these lighting rigs, and the amps and the musicians are 5-10 feet in front of me. And I've got a clear line of sight, just straight. And I can't see the end of the sea of people. I see front of house. And then all on the grounds, we had lights we built that were running off wireless, essentially almost the entire 1.5 miles of grounds. So we're all syncing up and doing the same light show on the entire grounds. And then I'm standing back as I'm watching these guys play their show. And there's also a crowd of like 30,000 people in front of me. And then they finish the song. It goes dead quiet. All the lights jump down. And the crowd is 100% silent. Not a single peep. And then all of a sudden you hear a drum hit, and the lights come back up, and half the stage is already changed over, and there's like band members from other bands coming up and playing, and it was crazy. It was one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
And it was all your hard work.
It was 108 hours of work in 1 week.
Fuck. That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's really cool, man.
It was really cool. We got there when we first started. It was an open field, nothing there but like a truck or 2 with stuff inside. And when Saturday night, Friday night hit, we had, I think it was 7 stages and a bunch of like art installations and crowd. And there was like, I think a total of attendance of about 35,000 people that showed up. And like, it was like kind of like one of those things, you get your hard work come from like beginning to end, and you feel a sense of accomplishment.
Yeah, especially
I think that was something that really that was like one of my peak successful moments. I had I was tired, but I had the biggest smile on my face.
Yeah, definitely. That's awesome. Like, especially when you can look into like the field and just see nothing. Like, honestly, if it was,
I went from seeing an empty field to seeing a full
field like that. Like, or even moving in somewhere, take a fucking picture of like the space or whatever picture before of when you start something, and then take a picture like when you do it. Fitness people, they take pictures of themselves, and like it's like, oh, now I get why they do that, because I've
You want to see the progress.
Yeah, yeah. And I was like,
up.
it's like you might as well just take a picture. Like, hey, I can do stuff.
And it's something that like I know when I'm older, if I have kids or anything, they'll be like, what would you do? That was cool, Dad. You're not very cool. And I'll be like, all right, listen here, little fucker.
Listen here, you little prick.
What'd you do? That was my stage.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you showed me that
and
one
like,
time.
You can't even see, but on the opposite sides, there's still two massive screens so people could see. But it was one of those things where it's just, I don't know. It was a lot of hard work, and it was something I never thought I'd do, and I always kind of wanted to do. Probably told you that even in high school. I was kind of joking about.
Yeah, no, you told me you wanted to do that.
And like,
actually wanted to do it.
And then I remember like graduating. Everybody else is like, "You're never gonna do it," and I was like, well, "Fine." And I just kind of got drunk at a show one night, and I met these guys in a band who are like now some of my best friends, and they trained me and everything. And I ran some shows for them and kind of traveled with them for a bit and stepped into a good job. And I got to see some of the coolest shit I've ever done. I got to work with Bo Burnham one-on-one. Like it was really cool. There's some really cool people I got to meet. Remember that movie Catch Me If You Can?
Yes.
One about Frank Abagnale.
Mm-hmm.
I got to meet the real Frank Abagnale.
Really?
He actually came to our it's called Schofield. It was one of our buildings. He gave like a lecture, and I was running it, so I was like his point of contact. So I got to work with him for like the whole night and everything. And I got to meet some cool people. It was really cool. But yeah.
Nice. Cooler than my air conditioning for my car.
Hey man, everyone still has their place though. I mean, when I finally bought my first car this last year, like my legitimate first car, I was like, it's like a milestone.
Yeah.
Something you remember. So
no, I did. But that's really cool, dude. For real. Anything else you got? Want to talk about?
Question. Not really much I really want to talk about. Other than like work your asses off and do what you want to do because it day off.
Yeah, coming from a guy that actually did it. So awesome.